determine the fate of all of our players today on Farkle! And I'm the host of the show. I am Greggo. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTube. So, looks like we're going to have to train this audience a little bit. That's okay. I'm here in Omaha, Nebraska. It's the first time I've done any game shows in the state of Nebraska, so they just have to learn. All right. So, we've got two players here who are going to try to win all of our prizes today on the show. Shall we meet them?
Yes. Yay!
All right. We're going to start to my left. Let's welcome Adrian to Farkle. If you would, please tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you do.
I was born in Michigan and moved to Texas and then moved here and then grew up here. Military family. And I have a degree in English and a master's in apparel design, so cosplay's kind of a thing.
Yeah, I would say so. And cosplaying as Nausicaä, one of my favorite Ghibli characters. Even, well, Nausicaä came around before it was actually Ghibli, but, you know.
Miyazaki.
Yeah, Miyazaki, sticks and stones, you know. All right. So, welcome to the show, Adrian, and best of luck.
Thank you.
And John is here. Let's welcome John to the show. And what would you like us to know about John?
I'm John from Ironton, Iowa. Came on down here because I've seen that there was a con, and of course I got to come. So.
All right. So, what sort of things do you like to get up to in your spare time?
Let's see. Watch anime, read manga, and work on computers.
All right. Well, two of those three things will serve you well here. Don't know so much about the computer world, so, and I'm sure everyone would love to know how to play this game. So, here's how we play Farkle. Now on the bottom of the screen, I'm going to show our contestants three multiple choice answers to a question pertaining to why they're here this weekend. It could be about anime, video games, fandom, that sort of thing. But remember, all the questions on Farkle always have a twist. So just because you happen to see three characters whose names you recognize, the question may not be about what you think it is. So you'll buzz in if you have the correct answer. You get control of our dice screens, which we will roll just like this. And then whenever you feel lucky, you'll buzz in again and they'll stop just like this. And as you can see, there are dice there, and there's money on some of them. So I invented a cryptocurrency last month called the Greggo dollar. It is worth exactly 1 penny. So there you go. If any fives happen to appear on the screen, you may score those screens, and they will add 50 Greggo dollars to the bank. Any ones appearing on those 6 screens will add 100 Greggo dollars to the bank. And any triples of any other number, the 2, the 3, the 4, or the 6, have prizes attached to them. All right? So here are the prizes that we are playing for in this game. On a roll of a 222, you are going to get the Epistory Typing Chronicles Steam game. There's a code in here for you. It's supposedly one of the most fun typing games out there. I don't know if it'll compare with Typing of the Dead, but you'll get to find out yourself on 333, all right? For a roll of for a 222. For a 333, we have a classic piece of animation, Dead Leaves. This is a really good, really out there kind of show, and that will be yours on a 333. On a 444, we have a manga for you. It is the first volume of Black Clover. This one came to us courtesy of Mr. Arthur, one of our biggest benefactors, as did everything else that we're giving away today. And finally, on a 666, we have the Ein plushie. This guy came to us again, courtesy of Mr. Arthur, in a loot crate, and we're going to leave Ein right there. All right, so here's what it looks like when you score the screens. And then when you score them, you have a choice to make. You can continue rolling to try to score more screens, earn more prizes, add more money to the bank, or you can stop. If you stop, the screens stay just as they are. If you get control of the next question, you can then force those screens on your opponent to roll. That's important because at any time, if you ever stop those dice and you see no scores, no ones, no fives, no triples, that is a Farkle and you'll earn a strike. 3 strikes and you're out. However, the game lasts exactly 20 questions. If neither person is out of the game by then, we forget about the strikes and we play one final sudden death question to decide the game. All right? So, we begin the game with 1,000 Greggo dollars in the bank. That will certainly go up as we go along. Have we got it? I think play the game?
Sure.
All right. And I will, of course, help you along the way, since, again, y'all never seen this show before. All right. Our first question of the day has these 3 answers. Black Clover, which we just heard about, Dragon Ball Super, Hunter x Hunter. Which of these airs first tomorrow night on the new Toonami schedule? Which airs first? John?
Dragon Ball Super.
Super is the right answer. Well done. They all air. Dragon Ball Super airs first. You have control of the dice. I assume you'd like to earn some prizes because I know you want that iron plush.
Oh, yes.
So here we go. Whenever you feel lucky, hit that button again and let's see what you get. Well, you don't get the plushie, but you did get 3 scoring opportunities. Now, the strategy of this game is generally to take as many scores as you can and hope to force what's left on your opponent on the next question. So, having said that, do you want to take all 3 of those scores?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so we will add $50 to the bank there and $200 to the bank there. $1,250 in the bank, 3 screens left. Do you want to take another roll or do you want to stop and move on to the next question?
Let's take another roll. I'm
going to take a chance. All right, let's see what happens. All right, you did fine. Only 1 scoring opportunity, which I assume you want.
Yeah, let's take it.
Otherwise, you take a Farkle. So now you've left 2 screens.
Next question.
Yeah, next question. All right, now I will tell both of our players, if you ever freeze all 6 screens, you'll earn a reroll token that you can use to save your butt later. So keeping that in mind, you still want to move on.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay. The next question has 3 possible answers. And who's all feeling the Winter Olympic spirit this weekend? Yeah. Well, here's 3 of them. Hockey, ice skating, and skeleton. 3 Olympic events. This is not an Olympics question. Which of these best describes the character Ainz Uru Gon, the main protagonist of the anime series Overlord? John?
Skeleton?
Yeah, that's good because that's what he is. He is a skeleton. Anyone watching Overlord this season? Yeah. So there you go. Now, John, you froze on the last one, so I assume you want to pass these over to Adrian.
Yeah.
Okay, Adrian, they're yours. If you can clear them both, you'll earn a reroll, and that'll be helpful. Let's see what happens. Best of luck. Oh, you got a score. That's all that matters. All right. I assume you want to take that.
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you want to take a 1 in 3 chance at a reroll, or do you want to move on to the next question?
We'll try the next question.
Okay, we'll do that. Question number 3. So, something special happened at the Winter Olympics yesterday. I probably saw the news that if you're a fan of Yuri on Ice, the Japanese couple pairing actually did a performance to Yuri on Ice songs. So, here are the 3 answers. JJ, Victor, and Yuri. So, having said all that, who's the main female character in Angel Beats? Adrian?
I guess JJ?
JJ's incorrect, I'm sorry. You knew it wasn't going to be Victor, but it's Yuri is the right answer. So, John, that gives you control. Do you want to take a 1 in 3 chance at a reroll, or do you want to pass to Adrian?
I'm going to pass.
Okay, Adrian, let's see if you can. Now, if you earn a reroll token, you get a huge advantage. So let's see what happens. Best of luck. No! That is your first Farkle. Unfortunately, that gives you your first strike. Now, we clear the board on the Farkle. So now we're playing off of an empty board. We move on to question number 4. 3 answers are Canada, Germany, Japan. Do we have any Italian fans in the audience? That's too bad because this is not an Italian question.
I think it's going to be all the ones that I think I know.
In what country does the convention called Anime North take place? Adrian?
Canada?
Canada's the right answer. Okay, there you go. In Toronto. Shout out to the folks who run game shows up at Anime North. You guys are doing God's work. So there you are. Adrian, you have an empty board. You want to try to get some prizes?
Sure.
All right, let's see what you can do. Best of luck. Oh, nice scores. No prizes, but there are 3 screens you can score. Do you want to take them all?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that. 3 screens left. You do have a strike showing, so how do you want to play this?
I'm going to pass it over to him.
Well, you don't pass it over to him. You move to the next question.
That,
Yeah. All right.
Whichever.
So there we go. Pokemon fans, do we have them? I assumed over there. The next 3 answers are Chikorita, Bayleaf, Meganium. Here's the question. Listen carefully and take a good hard look at these 3. Inside the name of which of these Pokemon will you find the name of a main character from Naruto? Adrian.
Meganium?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Audience can tell me now. Bayleaf with Lee in there as in Rock Lee. Is what we wanted. All right, John, you have control of the dice. Do you want?
Sure, we're going to take a chance.
All right, you still want that iron flush. It's the only way you're going to get it. You didn't get it, but you did get a score, which I assume you want to take.
Yep.
All right. What do you want to do with those 2 screens?
We're gonna go on to the next question.
All right, we will do that then. Okay, this is question number 6. Remember, a game is 20 questions. So here are the 3 answers: Earthbound, Fire Emblem, Star Fox. In the original Super Smash Bros., which of these games was not represented by a playable character? John.
Fire Emblem.
Yeah, it was planned to be Marth, but he didn't make it in there. That is the right answer. He didn't show up until the second one. All right, you have control.
We're going to pass it
You're
on.
going to pass it on to Adrian. All right, best of luck. Let's see what you can do with those 2 screens. Oh, no! One more of those and you'd have the iron. Unfortunately, you can't get 3 dice out of 2 screens. So, unfortunately, that is your second strike. Incidentally, if you wipe out early, we have enough material to have a second game. All right, we clear the board on the Farkle. And just to prove that I have my finger on the pulse of the dank meme game, here are your 3 answers for this one. Somebody touch my spaghetti. For those of you who don't get it, don't worry. Here's the question. Which of these is the name of an 80s manga and anime about baseball? John.
Somebody?
Is incorrect. Touch is the correct answer. So, and good job avoiding my spaghetti as the answer. Now, Adrian, I will caution you, it is possible to Farkle on an empty board. Having said that, there are some decent prizes over there. Do you want to take a go at it?
Why not?
All right, let's see what happens. You're safe. It waited until the end of the roll. It's very pretty, the combination that you came up with. Do you want both of those?
Sure.
All right. $1,800 Greggo dollars in the bank. Do you want to take a chance on 4? No. Okay. So this is already shaping up to be an interesting game. Now, I'll tell you, the last time we played this game, as we went to commercial, this was our situation, and the player with 2 strikes won the game. So we'll find out if that's the case again right after you find out how you can help get these YouTube videos up. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. We found out that there was no red in our projections, so apologies to the YouTube audience. We'll do our best to get that edited and post, and hopefully you didn't even notice. So here we go. So we're in the middle of what could be a quickly ending game because Adrian is on 2 strikes. John, you are pretty much sitting in the catbird seat, so you want to take a chance to win that iron plushie. Here we go. All right, so here's the situation. For the next 4 questions, we are going to have the same 3 answers, all right? So, was anyone interested in the SpaceX rocket launch that we had this past week? That was exciting. So, for the next 4 questions, we are going to have as the answers 3, 2, 1 as a way to signify the SpaceX launch. So, here we go. Fingers on buzzers as we continue. How many cards do you get to draw by playing Pot of Greed in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game? I will eliminate one of the incorrect answers. All right? In the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game, you do not get to draw 3 cards off Pot of Greed. John, 2. You draw 2 cards off Pot of Greed. Yes, there you go. All right. John, again, you have a lead, so you want to take a chance?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see what happens here. Best of luck. Well, you didn't get what you wanted, but you got 2 more scores. Would you like to take them both?
Let's take the 100 and we're gonna roll the whole
You still want to get a 666, so we had $100 Greggo dollars to the bank. You want 1 more roll at it, trying to get that iron flush. You didn't get it, but you did stay alive on another score, which I assume you want to take.
We'll take that.
And call it good?
Yep, we'll move on.
All right, so again, control very important, and as promised, 3, 2, 1 are the answers. Here's the question. How many tails does a Tauros have? John again.
3.
3 tails for Taros. Yes, well done. Now what do you want to do with those 2 screens?
I feel bad, but I'm going to have to pass it on.
Adrian,
course you are.
need to see a 1, 4, and 5, or else this game is over. It would be very sad. So let's see what happens. Best of luck. No! Farkle! And that means that, John, you won the game. So that means we only got halfway through the questions, which means we'll have a little bit of time for an interrupted second game to try to win a little bit of extra stuff. All right, so the audience is kind of happy about that fact, but I'm sure they're not happy that they have to say goodbye to you, Adrian. Thank you so much. Give it up for Adrian. Since we are going to have that interrupted game, we're going to move right on into the bonus round for the YouTube audience. So you won $1,950 Greggo dollars, which translates to just under $20 to spend in my suitcase of swag, which I will lead you to after the show is over. Would you like to add another 15,000 Greggo dollars to your take? 20 is yours no matter what.
Yeah, let's
do that. All right, let's play the bonus game. So as promised, you're going to have a chance to win a lot of nice stuff, all right? Now take a good hard look at that screen because it's changed up just a little bit, all right? Notice the 6 is gone.
Yep.
We replaced it with a wild card. The reason we have done that is because in this game, only triples matter, all right? You'll be rolling all 6 dice on every single roll, hoping to score a triple, one of the 5 numbers, and as you can see up at the top of the screen, you'll be putting out those numbers 1 by 1, or 2 by 2 if you get really lucky with a roll. Now, every time you roll the dice, you have got to put out a number you have not yet put out. Otherwise, it's a Farkle, the game is over, and you lose everything that you win on this bonus game. All right, again, your 20 bucks from before is yours to keep no matter what. To make it a little more exciting, I'm going to put some prizes in each of those numbered windows. So here they come. The triple one is this very stylish anime movie, Tick on Kanpai. Game 2 is from the same people, some of the same people who created the Animatrix long ago. So that is a triple one. Triple 2, we get a little sillier with the complete Midori days. What would happen if your hand turned into a cute anime girl? Not that hand. You will find out with Midori days. Triple 3. We go old school with the complete series of Shamanic Princess. Comes with some of the commercials for it also as the special features, but that's everything you get there. Do you have PlayStation 4?
I do not.
You do not? Well, you got something for eBay then.
All right. Or a good friend.
Or a good friend. On a triple 4, you get Raiden 5, the director's cut, space shoot 'em up game, one of my favorite space shoot 'em up series, and for a friend of yours, apparently. On a roll of triple 5, you win free admission to next year's Kanpai Con. So, won't have to pay to get in, just take that short drive down from my way, and you are here. All right, so there we go. Now, those are the prizes. Again, you're going to roll all 6 dice with every roll, knocking off as many prizes as you can. You can quit anytime you want, take what you've won. But that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wild card pattern, if it shows up in any order, in other words, one of everything up there, you automatically win everything. If you do that, or if you put out all 5 numbers the hard way, in addition to all those prizes, we will add another 5,000 Greggo dollars to your bank. So you have 70 bucks plus all the prizes plus free badge for next year. And again, this prize package is worth 15,000 Greggo dollars.
All right. Let's do this.
All right. 15,000 big ones if you go all the way. Are you ready for your first roll?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's see what happens. Best of luck to you. All right, you got the triple 1. Okay, so Tick on Kanpai is yours. We put out the 1. Do you want to take that and quit, or do you want to go for your second roll?
Let's keep going.
All right,
I'm
remember,
feeling lucky.
if 1's your only triple on the next roll, it is over. All right, so let's see what happens. Best of luck. You're good again, and So there's only one 5 to put out, so I assume that the badge to next year is something that you want.
Oh, yeah.
So there we go. Now you have 2 prizes at risk. Do you want to take them and quit, and if you got the prize you really wanted, or do you want to take a chance? Right now you are looking at a grand total of $4,500 Greggo dollars on the line. Do you want to go again, or do you want to call it good?
We're going to call it good.
So congratulations, you're now up to a grand total of $6,450 Greggo dollars just for your time here on Farkle. However, what would have happened if you decided to continue?
Okay.
Could you have won everything? We'll kind of find out right now. The dice are rolling again. Let's see what would have happened. You did the right thing. So congratulations to you, John. We'll get you all taken care of after the show, but as I promised, we do have a little more time to play an interrupted game. We're going to draw for that right now. YouTube audience, we'll see you with that interrupted game right after you see this. Stay tuned. So this is going to be an interrupted game because we do not have a maximum 20-question game here. We play 10 questions. Whoever is in the best situation at that point will win. If we still have a tie, we'll play an 11th question for sudden death. All right? The winner gets the money in the bank, tries to get a little bit more money in the bonus. Now, if we get, since there are no prizes attached here, 222 will add 200 to the bank, 300, 400, 600 is the way the triples work on this interrupted game. Leanne, would you like to introduce yourself to our home audience?
Sure, my name is Leanne Smith. I'm from Mars, Iowa, and I work for Walt's Blue Bunny.
All right, well, Blue Bunny gets a free plug there, so there you go. And Karen?
I'm Karen Nelson. I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, and I work as a medication aide.
All right. Best of luck to both of our players. Big red button is what buzzes in. Fingers on buzzers. And here we go. The first question of this interrupted game. We got halfway through our 3-2-1. So here we go with 3-2-1. Listen carefully. Which season of Attack on Titan reportedly begins this July? Karen.
Season 3.
Season 3 is the right answer. There you go. All right. You ready to roll some dice?
I am.
Let's do it. Well, you don't waste any time, do you? Do you want to clear all 5 of those screens? It adds $400 to the bank.
Yes.
Okay, we'll do that. $1,400. Now, do you want to take a chance at a re-roll, or do you want to stop right now?
Stop.
Okay, we'll stop right now. All right, this is the final question with 3, 2, 1 as the possible answers. Here we go. Listen carefully. In Yuri on Ice, how many main characters are there named Victor? Leanne?
I'm going to go with 2.
No, there are 2 Yuris, but only 1 Victor. So good job not buzzing in early on that and getting thrown off. Karen, do you want to? Well, thank you. Do you want to force the die on to Leanne, or do you want to take the chance?
I'll let Leanne.
Leanne, you get a roll. Now again, if you get a 1 or a 5, you clear the board and you get a re-roll. So let's see what happens. You did it! There you go. All right. 50 Greggo dollars into the bank, and we activate your re-roll token. So you only get 1, so now there's no advantage to rolling if you can't get prizes, unless you just want to set the board up better for your opponent. We clear the board on the re-roll, and we move on to our next question. Oh gosh, this one. Folks, it's time for the Tide Pod Challenge. Look at these words and tell me, which of these is something that must be done with any anime or YouTube video before it's ready for broadcast when you spell the word backwards? Karen.
Tide.
Tide, we just edit backwards, and that's what we wanted. So good job there. You want to take a roll, set the board up?
I'll take a roll.
All right, let's see what happens. Okay, right at the very end, you got the score that you wanted there. I assume you don't want to take a Farkle, so there you go. Do you want to try to set it up a little better, or do you want to stop on 5 dice?
I'll do another roll.
All right, let's see what happens. Remember the object here is try to get as few screens left as you can so that you're, oh, well, again, you waste no time. Because there you go. Another $300 into the bank?
Sure.
All right. Now, what do you want to do with that last die?
Let's go do another question.
All right, leave it there. Okay. We are on question number 4. The answers are Digby, Isabel, and Tom Nook. Which Animal Crossing character is named Shizue in the Japanese version? Here and again.
Isabel?
That's Isabel. Good job. All right. So, I assume you don't want that die?
No.
All right. Now, here's the situation, Leanne. You do not have to burn the reroll if you Farkle. You can save it if you want and use it later when you absolutely need it. Incidentally, if you have it when you go into the bonus, you get to keep it. So, let's see what happens. All right. Now, that would normally be a Farkle. Do you want to take the Farkle or do you want to use the reroll?
I will
Take the Farkle. All right, there you go. That's a phrase you've never said before. There you go. Most importantly, that clears the board. All right. Yeah, because if we get to sudden death, that reroll will definitely come in handy for sudden death. So there you go. All right. So we have a loyal friend and true in our audience, one of our big Patreon subscribers as of a day or so ago. This question is dedicated to you, sir. Here are the 3 answers. High Rollers, Jeopardy, and Pitfall. To those of you who aren't game show fans, these are the names of 3 shows hosted by Alex Trebek. Inside which one will you find the name of the protagonist of the Kid Icarus video games? Yeah.
I'm going to go with Jeopardy.
Jeopardy is incorrect. No, Pit is what we wanted. Pitfall is the name of the game. Yeah, you got a good shot at it. All right, Karen, do you want to set up the board nicely for Leanne?
Sure.
All right, let's see what happens. Okay, well, not as good as one of your usual rolls, but there's 2 scores there. Do you want them both?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do that. How do you want to play 4 dice?
We'll do another question.
Another question. All right, playing conservative as we move into the second half of this interrupted game. Magical Girl fans, do we have them? Next 3 answers are Moon, Tiara, Action! Here's the question. In the adaptation of the original Cardcaptor Sakura, the one we got as Cardcaptors, Ariel is renamed to Eli what? Yes, Ian?
Tiara.
Nope, it was what you probably thought would be the most obvious one there. It's Eli Moon. Yeah, there you go. Karen, 4 dice.
Sure.
You're going to take a roll. All right, let's see what happens. Oh! That's a Farkle. Karen, I am sorry. You took a chance to try to set up the board nicely, and it cost you. So, we clear the board. We move on to our next question. This is question number 7 of 10. Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. Which of these is the English translation of the name of one of the many main characters in the new show Darling in the Franxx? Leanne.
Vanilla.
Nope. Strawberry Ichigo is the name of the character. So, Leanne, I want to thank you for moving the game right along. Karen, do you want to set up the board or do you want to force it on Leanne?
I'll set it up.
All right, here we go. Okay, well, that's a pretty good setup. 3 scores, all 3?
Yep.
All right. Can I assume you are finished?
Yes.
Okay, you are finished. Okay, we move on. We have 3 questions left. And the 3 answers are giant panda, polar bear, sloth. Which of these runs a cafe and a slice of life comedy that you can currently watch on Crunchyroll? Leanne.
Giant panda.
It's a polar bear. Polar Bear Cafe. It's a great show. Karen, do you want these 3 or do you want Leanne to roll them?
I'll let Leanne roll.
Leanne, you are rolling. Let's see what happens. Okay, now do you want to burn your reroll or do you want to take your second strike, knowing that sudden death is 2 questions away?
Let's take a Farkle.
All right, Farkle will get second strike. Karen, if you strike, the game will be even. Otherwise, Right now, Karen, you have the advantage. Well, having said that, are you sure you want to take the Farkle? Because remember, right, if you take the Farkle, Karen's in the lead with 2 questions left.
Okay, I'll reroll.
Take the reroll, all right, because I almost, the rules I set at the beginning of this, I almost just broke. So let's see what happens. There you go. All right, 2 scores. Do you want to take them both?
Yes.
All right, that will set someone up to earn another reroll. I assume you're finished.
Yep.
Okay. 2 questions left. Again, if the score remains as it is right now, we go to sudden death. The answers are Itadakimasu, Kanpai, Gochiso-sama. In Japanese, which of these is said after consuming something? Leanne.
Kanpai.
Kanpai is what you say before you take the drink. Gochiso-sama is what you say at the end of the meal. So, Karen, what do you want to do with that die?
I'll let Leanne roll.
All right, now Leanne, you get your reroll back if you get a 1 or a 5. So let's see what happens. You didn't do it. Now you got your Farkle, and there is your second strike. And bam. Okay, so this is the situation. It is still possible for you to win the game. To get control of the dice, you must force them on her, and she's got the Farkle on 6 dice, which is possible. So here we go. Keeping that in mind, here are the 3 answers: Harry, Hermione, Dumbledore. Which of these is the name of a recurring character in the School Rumble anime and manga? Leanne.
Harry.
Harry's right. You did what you needed to do there. All right. To have a shot at it, you've got to pass now.
Okay.
Now, Karen, again, it's possible to Farkle on an empty roll. If you do Farkle, we go to sudden death. If you fail to Farkle, you win the game. All right, so here we go. Best of luck. It's a Farkle! Well, now, that puts us into sudden death. We clear the board. Here's how sudden death works. The last correct answer was given to me by Leanne. Currently, you have control of sudden death. However, if Karen buzzes in and answers this question correctly, she will take control of sudden death. Obviously, you can buzz in, give me the correct answer to maintain control. 3 answers for sudden death are the Lions, the Panthers, the Jaguars. Not a football question. 5 of what make up Voltron? Leanne.
Lions.
5 lions make up Voltron. So there you go. Now, here's the situation. You do not have a reroll. The way sudden death works, you roll until you clear the board or Farkle. So you'll take scores 1 at a time. Now we're actually playing like the old dice game Farkle. You can take as many scores as you want. Now, you can take the rolls, or you can have Karen take the rolls. If you Farkle, you're out. If you clear the board, you win. So, do you want to take it, or do you want Karen to take it?
I will take it.
We'll take it. All right, now, strategy's a little different here. You might want to take just 1 score at a time if you only get like 1 or 2 to give you the most opportunity to get more scores. But if 5 show up on the first roll, go for it, is what I would say. All right, let's see what happens. You've got to roll until you either win or lose. Here we go, your first roll. Okay, so you have an interesting choice. 4 scores. How many do you want to take?
I will take it.
You'll take them all. Okay, just going right for the jugular. That adds more money to the bank. 2 left. If they both score, you win. If 1 scores, you're in the game still. Here we go. Best of luck. You're still in the game. I assume you want to take that. Now, 1 or 5 comes up. You are the winner. Otherwise, it's Karen. Here we go. Who's the winner? It is Karen on the Farkle. So there you go. Congratulations to you. Thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you very much. Hope to see you more this weekend. So we are like right on end time, so we have to very quickly do this bonus game. So quiet. All right. So no prizes because it's not fair since you didn't get to play in the main game for them. So it's strictly going to be playing for 5,000 at the end. You get 500 for everyone you knock off. You can quit whenever you want. Okay. All right, remember, but if all 6 come up, including the wild card, automatic win, you get the 5,000. All right, first roll. All right, there's only one thing you can do there, and that's to knock the 3 out. So we'll do that. You want to take that 500 and quit? Do you want to move on?
one.
All right, take another shot. Best of luck. Oh, I'm so sorry. That is a failure. So no extra money for you, but 2,850 Greggo dollars. That's 28 bucks-ish to spend in my suitcase of goodies. Thank you so much for being on the show. Give it up here. Thanks for sticking around to the very end. I have another show coming up right back here at 7 o'clock. It's Press Your Luck. I hope to see all of you there. YouTube audience, again, Patreon made this possible. Patreon.com/Greggo's Game Shows if you'd like to be a loyal friend and true. Just like my gentleman in the front up here, we thank you guys so much for everything you do for us. I will see you next time. Bye for now.